welcome to the Crafty Witch UK. My name is Arietta, and this evening we will be joining together in a ritual to celebrate the festival of Imbolc. So I'll just say hello to everybody that's in the chat. If you are just joining us or if you are new here, please do pop on in and say hello. The way that I normally run things is that we'll do a few greetings at the beginning, a bit of housekeeping, and then throughout the ritual I will not be addressing the chat at all. But then after the ritual we'll have a bit more time for some chatter. So let's just see, who have we got in here today? I can see that we've got Vixie, we've got Kate, we have the lovely Dragon's Jewel Creative Gems. Hello everybody, welcome. So oh, and Angel Ray, hello, welcome. So we are unfortunately again without the lovely Shaz this evening. She won't be joining us. She's not well again. So we send her big healing love and hope that she gets well soon. So has anybody got any questions before we begin? This will be a relatively short ritual this evening, partly because that's just the way it's written, and also because I myself am not 100% and I don't want to push things too far. So yeah, but I think this ritual has just evolved to be short because in an outdoor setting it tends to be very chilly at this time of year and people don't want to be out there for too long. So how to pronounce Imbolc? I say Imbolc, some people say Imbolc. I've heard Imbolc. Yeah, these old words open for interpretation, but I have always said Imbolc, so I've said it the way that it's spelt. I believe that it means in the belly, and refers to like the quickening, the first stirrings of life. So that's my understanding of it. But as with all things, there are as many ways to practice paganism as there are pagans. And even within Wicca, there are lots of different ways to do things. So you're always going to find people that do things slightly differently. And I kind of love that. We're like a bag of all sorts. So yes, but we will be celebrating this evening. Those of you that got my very late message, and I do apologise for getting the details for this ritual out too late, hopefully have got a crystal to hand, any sort of tumble stone. I have a piece of fluorite here, which is a very nice piece. In fact, it came in my last witch casket. So that is the piece that I will be using for this ritual. And then there was the addition of milk and bread, or milk substitute, bread substitute, whatever you want. For the feasting, as long as you've got something to eat and something to drink, I always recommend that you do something at the end to help ground you. And if you want to take part in the sort of elemental sensory part of the ritual, then it was some incense, a candle, some water, and some earth or moss or something like that. So we're just about at the 5 minutes mark, so I think we can probably start. I have got, just because of the nature of the way that I film these, I've got a relatively small altar space, so there are some things off to the side that I will be moving up as and when they're needed. So things might be a little bit less smooth than usual. As previously, this is the book that the ritual comes from. It has been put together over it's sort of the best of 10 years of the Children of the Sacred Laughter, which was the open circle ritual group that I belonged to. So it's an anthology of those rituals with a bit of other bits and pieces tucked in there as well. You can get it on Amazon if you want. The link is probably in the description. Okay, so shake off the worries of the day, get comfy, and we will begin. Everything behind me will fall down. and then we'll begin. Okay. Enter our circle on this night, with minds open and eyes bright. Priest and priestess, one and all, come to us now, to you we call. This is a time for celebration, a time for feasting and libation. We ask that you leave behind the cares and quarrels of your day and enter the sacred space in trust and in friendship. And I ask you all, how do you enter? And we would say, I enter with open heart and open minds. Now, we'll consecrate salt and water to cleanse the space. So, I've got my full moon water here. Creatures of water, I cast from thee doubt, hesitation, fear, and distrust. I cast into thee strong will, hope, warmth, and friendship. Creatures of salt, excuse me. I cast from thee doubt, hesitation, fear, distrust. I cast into thee strong will, hope, warmth, and friendship. Salt joins with water as lover joins with beloved, as we all join with the universe. And then we will sprinkle this round to cleanse the space. I cleanse this space with friendship. I cleanse this space with love. I cleanse this space with trust. I cleanse this space with naught but good intentions. Excuse me. And now we have consecrated our space, we will cast our circle. I cast around this space a circle, a web, as energy does flow and ebb. A perfect place of love and trust between the realms of men and the almighty spirits where we worship with our kin. Perfect place of love and trust, as strong as any wall, to contain the power we will raise and to protect us all. As above, so below, the circle is cast, so mote it be. Now, we come to the elements. So in this little cauldron here, I have incense, a charcoal briquette. I'm just going to add some incense onto that. This is a grain incense, so it's made of crocus and amber and lavender. Okay, I'm not going to pick it up just because it's quite warm. Okay, but just smell the air. Powers of east and air, hear me now, I call you here. Gifts of intellect I ask of you, for this rite which we now do. Hail and welcome. See the fire. Powers of south and fire, hear me now, aid my desire. Gifts of passion I ask of you, for this rite which we now do. Hail and welcome. Taste the water. Powers of west and water, hear me now, your child and daughter. Gifts of love I ask from you, for this rite which we now do. Hail and welcome. Feel the earth. Powers of north and earth, hear me now and in times of dearth. Gifts of stability I ask of you, for this rite which we now do. Hail and welcome. Hear the beat of our hearts. We are earth. We are air. We are fire. We are water. We are all things. All things are us. We are free. And now we will invite the male and female, masculine, feminine energies of the deities to join our ritual. Soothing light, a mother's glow, shine down on us now that we may know your love and feel your comforting arms, keeping all of us safe from harm. On this night, I ask your presence, Lady, Mother, Lover, essence of all that is and e'er shall be. As I call, I ask your blessings, please. Hail and welcome. Brilliant sunlight fills our hearts when we think of you, dear Lord. Thou art the perfect partner, lover, son, paired with the goddess since time begun. So now we ask you to with us meet, to make the partnership complete. So come with us and with us be. As we call, we ask your blessings, please. Hail and welcome. Tonight we come together in a place that is not a place. And nowhere is that truer, perhaps, than on the internet. This place that is not a place, in a time that is not a time. From 4 directions we have gathered together to join this circle. From our many traditions we call those whom we honour. We are different in the names which we speak, the ways which we seek, and the paths which we travel. But we are together in our reverence for nature, the cycles of life, and the inspiration within. We are here tonight to celebrate Imbolc, the quickening of the earth. These are the first stirrings of spring from the womb of Mother Earth. The triple goddess is in her maiden form again. Full of the spark of life. As days continue to lengthen, so the earth too awakens from its winter hibernation. This is a time of new beginnings, and we would like you all to take this opportunity to create a spark, an idea, something new which can grow and blossom as days grow longer. Now, those of you who have chosen a crystal or who have something to hand, I want you to take that now into your hand. Take the crystal, pour that spark, that energy into it. Close your eyes and listen. The Festival of Lights brings the promise of spring amid the cold of winter's dire sting. Snowdrops poke their heads through soil to herald the breaking of bleak winter's toil. Our spirits are stirred by the waking light to focus our senses and strive for clear sight. Bride, the healer and poetic muse, brings inspiration to conquer our blues. The earth stirs from her winter slumber, snowdrops peep through snow-crusted soil. Autumn's harvest has left her tired, so all winter she has slept, resting after the toil. And now it is time for her to emerge, to awaken again in the growing light, to coax out the crocuses and daffodillies, to stretch to the sun after such a long night. And though the wind in the trees is still blowing, and the rain clouds have not yet gone, we know that the maiden is awake, and spring won't be far along. Bride in your white gown of frosty flowers, sleeping on the frozen earth, your heartbeat warms the ground beneath you, and the ice begins to thaw. We dance around the lady on the Sabbath night. We dance around the maiden in the growing light. You're now free to open your eyes, see the bright spark of creation that you have channeled into your crystal, and keep that as a reminder whenever the days still feel a little bit too dark and a little bit too grey. The light is growing stronger every single day, and we all have the power, the spark inside us to make the changes that we need to reach the goals that we've set for ourselves. Blessed be. And so, with our spell casting completed, now we can begin a more celebratory part of the ritual. So, we will bless our drink and our food. dearly wish I could share this with you because it's huge. From the sun to the land, from the land to the grain, and from the grain to the flour, and from the flour to the bread, I consecrate this bread in the name of the Lord and the Lady. From the moon to the meadow, from the meadow to the cow, from the cow to the milk, I consecrate this milk in the name of the Lord and the Lady. So mote it be. Now, if I were there with you, if we were together, traditionally these would be shared around, and in the circles that I have partaken in, we use the phrase, may your belly always be full, or may your cup always be full. So now I invite all of you to break bread with me, to partake of whatever sustenance you have available to you, and those energies that are still running through you, residual from charging up your crystal, you can just ground them a little bit. It's also nice to save, particularly a piece of bread, not necessarily the milk, to put out for land spirits, wildlife. So that's what I will do with that bit. So may your cups always be full. Blessed be. And as you partake of your milk and your bread, let us all take a few moments to give thanks for the bounty of the earth, and to spare a few thoughts for those of the world who have gone hungry today. Feel free to repeat this after me if you wish. Lord and Lady, we thank you for the gift of this food. May it bring us health and joy. May it ground us. May it remind us of our connection to the earth. As we receive, so do we give back. For that is the cycle of life. Blessed be. And with that, the main portion of our ritual is finished. We just need to do sort of the tidying up portion, where we say goodbye to the spirits and energies that have helped and supported us, and we take down the sacred space that we've created. Mother Goddess, gracious Lady and Lover, we thank you for joining us in this Imbolc rite. We extinguish this flame, knowing it is but a symbol of you. Go if you wish, but stay if you will. Blessed be. Great God, Lover, young Lord and Consort, we thank you for joining us at this our Imbolc rite. Go if you wish, stay if you will. Hail and farewell. Blessed be. Powers of north and earth, of fertile field and woodland shrine, we thank you for your presence here on this Imbolc rite. Go if you wish, but stay if you will. Hail and farewell. Powers of east and air, of wild storms and winds benign, we thank you for joining us here on our Imbolc rite. Go if you wish, stay if you will. Hail and farewell. Powers of south and fire, of burning flame that lights the night, we thank you for joining us on this our Imbolc rite. Go if you wish, but stay if you will. Hail and farewell. Powers of west and water, of oceans deep and tears of mine, we thank you for your presence here on this Imbolc night. Go if you wish, but stay if you will. Hail and farewell. Blessed circle cast around, now I raise thee to the ground. Energies now grounded be, as I will, so mote it be. The circle is open, but never broken. May this web connect us evermore. Blessed be. And traditionally, for the circles again that I've worked with, we have finished our Imbolc rite with a white feast. Obviously, we can't be doing that here. Those of you that were in my live last night, we had a little bit of a chat about white foods. So I did my white feasting before this ritual. So things like fish pie, rice, bao buns, all good. Hubby even brought home some white chocolate. So there is lots of options to you if available to you if you want to go down the route of trying to have a white feast, or at least thinking about eating something pale in colour. So yes, any comments, questions? I hope that everybody is okay. Blessed be everybody. Thank you. Yeah, this is a particularly short and sweet one, as I had kind of forewarned you, but hopefully you were still able to get something out of it. I love the symbology of Imbolc. I think it's one of the sort of the lesser known of the pagan festivals in terms of sort of the wider world. I mean, most people know some symbology for Samhain, for Halloween, and Yule and Christmas. There's a lot of crossover. Ostara and Easter, there's a lot of crossover again. So yeah, it's one of the sort of lesser known ones. Oh, I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Thank you. So yes, that's it now. We are hopefully putting some of the colder, more wintry weather behind us now. Could do with less storms. And then we are getting into proper springtime, when next month we will be getting together for Ostara. So let me just check what day that falls on for us. So oh, it'll be a Thursday again. How about that? There we go. So if it's the 21st, which I believe it is. So yes, so be the same time next month. Yes, so as I say, Ostara, for those of you that didn't already know, it's very egg related. There's lots of fertility stuff, and therefore has a lot of similar themes to sort of secular Easter. So, and in fact, Ostara is also the spring equinox, and the date for the Christian festival of Easter, Easter Sunday, is the Sunday after the full moon, after the equinox. So the equinox will always come first. But yeah, so I hope that you have all had a nice evening and that you are going to go and do something nice now for yourself. Either something crafty or something relaxing, or both. Maybe relax with a craft. I will have another crafty video for you tomorrow. And then I'll be back next week with more of the same. So, if nobody's got any burning questions, I think I'm more than happy to call this an early night. I am grateful to those of you that were here. Thank you for saying nice things and saying that you enjoyed the ritual. Yes, it's always nice for me to share these moments with you all. I really do miss practicing with a group, and this is good. This is what I need. So thank you for indulging me, and I hope that you've all got something out of it as well. So with that being said, all the YouTubey stuff, you know what to do. Thank you all for joining me. Stay safe, and until next time, stay crafty.